Would you support a millionaire tax?
I think it would be very disruptive because a lot of the millionaires would leave the country.
This is a false narrative that has been repeated for years, but essentially the idea being that if you raise taxes on the wealthy, then they will simply leave and take all of their tax revenue with them is ultimately false in practice, because the United States has been gradually lowering taxes for the wealthy over the past 40 years, yet we are still seeing outsourcing happen in the United States. Why is that? Because it generates profit. But here's the thing, if you have a business that is service-based, like a restaurant, retail, or it's something like real estate, you simply can't take that with you. And even if you do leave the country, you are still paying taxes for that regarding revenue in the United States. It's even harder right now. For instance, this is Janet Yellen, the Treasury Secretary under Biden, and what she did was that she struck an agreement between 130 countries to have a corporate minimum tax rate of 15%. Because in the past, you would have these companies simply headquarter themselves in countries with lower tax rates, so they would have to pay less in taxation. But now, if all these countries agree to a global minimum, then they can't simply just move everything and headquarter in another country in order to use it as a tax haven. So don't fall for this narrative. This is a tale as old as time, where the wealthy are telling the poor that they are the ones facing hardship, not the rest of us. It's just not true. The United States has been gradually lowering tax rates for the wealthy throughout the past 40 years, since the days of Reagan. And when I hear that they are being taxed too much, it's simply not true. That's the main reason why we have such a high national debt and we have trouble lowering the deficit, because the United States ultimately became addicted to tax cuts. We have been increasing spending, we have been passing on debt to the next administration or to the next generation, and then we keep being fed lies about the fact that the wealthy somehow cannot be taxed anymore when we have been, in effect, lowering their tax rates.